Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another hit. Is Blessed by Abe, and let's get right to it. Right now, I'm doing my boy Hessler. I've been going cutting him for a cool minute. I want to say about like 4 years now. Good dude, hard worker, just graduated from college. I'm proud of him. Now, today we're gonna do a slick back. None too crazy. What I'm doing right now is just parting the hair and just taking off the bulk. I use the foreguard to take off the bulk from the sides, nothing too crazy. I recommend all barbers to either use a comb or a brush just so you have something to brush off all the hair so you can have your canvas nice and clean. I took off my guard and I'm just taking off the first guideline, so it's gonna be a shadow fade, shadow drop fade. Nothing too crazy, some soft. He really likes it low in the back, so it V's out. So what I'm doing is I'm giving it more of an arch and dropping it down below the occipital bone, so you can give more of that contrast look. Some that actually just not just straight across or too low or too high. Something that actually is gonna give the haircut a nice little fade. Now I move stations, I move things, so it looks better. I like to see the little barber pole right there. People can see me from outside. So it's a good little move. You guys tell me if you like it here, you like it at the other spot. So right now I'm gonna set my second guideline. It's a one closed. I'm gonna need that 1/16th to get that line out. Now Hessler usually gets a hair design in the back. Today we just went plain Jane and just went nice and simple. Um, yeah, flick out. Don't forget to always flick out when you're using your guards. Use the corners. Brush all the hair out. Take your time. There's no reason why you should be rushing. There's no reason why there should be scratches and rake moves. Everything should be fluid. Right now I'm using the 1.5 guard closed, and I'm gonna use the one guard open to get that line out. Now these guards that I have are wall guards. I love these guards. These guards are so dope. The only thing is I left them in my quats. Now quats is something that it's that blue jar that we disinfect our material with and our tools. I left them in there for too long and they got warped and brittle, so I had to get brand new guards. So shout out to the plug for hooking it up with new guards. Um, since the pandemic, everything has gone up, but he's always kept his prices true. So shout out to him once again. Now I couldn't really get that line out, so I had to go back with the 1/16th and just tease it a little bit, just tap at it. Right now we got the two closed, setting another guideline. We're gonna use that 1.5 open. Everything is just closed, and the next guard below it, you open it and then fade down. I like these gamma clippers. These things go crazy. These are the gammas. They have notches on the side. I've always been a fan of any clipper with notches, so you don't get lost and you just hit the lever from high to low, and it's easier. Some barbers think, oh, you're cheating or that's too simple. It's for beginners, but hey, whatever works for you. You know what I mean? I personally like them. Oh, shout out to my girl. She got me that new iWatch. I've been loving it. It's cool. If you guys got an iWatch, you guys should do it. Tracks everything. It's so helpful when clients are texting me. Now, what I'm doing here is I need to repart his hair. I didn't part it properly. Don't be frustrated or don't be nervous that, oh, like I need to repart it. The client's gonna think, nah, dude, these clients don't know what the hell you're doing. You can be doing something completely different and they won't know. Take your time, don't rush. There's no need. Back then I would think, oh, like I'm taking too long, or someone thinks I'm doing something wrong, and I would get into my head. Now I'm just like, bro, like they're here for my haircut. They like what I do. They're here. Like, just take your time, no rush, do everything right. Now Hessler, he has thick, thick hair. I always have to cut his hair super low and it still comes out nice and dark. I love it. Right now, clipper over comb, nothing too crazy. I should have done sheer over comb, It was the last client of the day. It clipper over comb always comes in handy, so I hit that real quick. Nothing too crazy. Now I'm just debulking, just taking off more of the bulk from the sides. With slick backs, keep a lot of bulk on the sides. Go a little bit lower so you have that extra room. So when you pull it back, you have some hair on the side. Don't forget, some people like to go super high and then you can't blend it and it looks more like a undercut. You're gonna look like Pidgeotto. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start cutting off the hair from the top. I have some Hanzos. Shout out to Hanzos. I know some people don't like Hanzos or whatever the case is. Japanese steel, they're a cool brand. Pretty pricey. Pretty pricey. If you're a beginner, I recommend just going to Sally's and get some nice and cheap. But for me, Hanzos have always treated me right. The representatives, the classes, it's dope. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna part it two lines. So there's gonna be a section in the middle and two on the sides. Shout out to Gilbert for helping me out with my shear game. I always thought I was cool with my shear game, but he came one day, gave me a tutorial, and he had to humble me. So shout out to him. I've been really practicing my point cutting, my texturizing, all this stuff, just trying to get anything better. You always want to be a growing and not just be a handicap barber. You don't want to be the barber that can fade and do designs but not do shears, or only do shears and not do fades or beards. Like, you want to be versatile in everything. So what I did is I sectioned off, and all I'm doing is taking most of the length off the middle. That's going to be the highest point of the haircut because of the slick back. The middle is the highest and the sides are a little bit lower so it can blend in perfectly. All I'm doing is going section by section, going closer to the left side and just taking some off. Nothing too crazy. Take your time. There's no rush. Now, I've been cutting for so long to where I can do this haircut in less than an hour. Some people take a little bit longer. Some people are a little bit quicker. Who cares? As long as you get the product done and the client likes it. For the longest time, I would run away from anything with long hair, and that was just me being, ignorant. Always dust off your client, dust off your canvas. If you got a blow dryer, if you got a duster, always clean it up. Always. You don't want to have it be just extra messy and you lose where you're going. Right now I got the Babyless trimmers, the Patrick edition. I love these things. I did a YouTube video of how I switched them with the gold FX blades. If you want to go back, you can check that out. It's in my bio. Now, Hessler, he has a lot of hair. He has his own clippers. He got his own clippers. I adjust them, I clean them. So he always usually lines up his beard and does everything. So I really don't have to do anything much. It's always just maintenance when it comes to his facial hair. Just blend it into the haircut. Nothing too crazy. Man, these clippers, these trimmers go so hard. I never have to adjust them. I never have to do anything. They're just butter. I have another pair that I use, but those things are so sharp that I just don't touch them anymore. Even when I don't zero gap them, they just hit on point, and I just don't like them. This is my favorite part. For whatever reason, I've always loved doing beards. I think because I've always had facial hair, I've always wanted to be someone that you can come to and be, oh yeah, Abe knows what he's doing when it comes about beards or facial hair, stuff like that. So I think that's one of my strongest points as a barber is a beard and a fade. But the beard part has always been a big priority to me. How can you be a barber and not know how to do a beard? You know what I mean? So he's one of the only people that I rounded out. He likes it like that. Me personally, I feel like it's the hardest thing to do, so it's challenging. So I always practice on him. He really knows what he likes and isn't shy to ask for me to clean something up. I really like clients like that. If you don't like something, hey, we can help. We can figure it out and we can fix it. So right now I'm doing is a hot towel. He has really thick hair, so what we have to do is loosen up his hair and all that so we can get a perfect straight cut. A little bit of essential oils, nothing too hard, something to wake him up. Now, something about this razor, I've had this since barber school. I won a competition and my barber mentor at the school, shout out to Big John. He was super funny, was a comedian. He went back to, support the community. And he got me this straight razor and I love it. Some people don't like it. I've used it ever since. It's my favorite thing. I've tried using other razors and either they're too heavy or too light, and this is just so perfect for me. I love it. I hope you guys like this video. You guys can always like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm always trying to do everything better, trying to do better angles, trying to do better audio, visual. So whatever you guys have, whatever you guys think, let me know. I'm here for you guys. I love what I do. I love cutting hair. I really like making these videos and I just want them better for you guys. Whatever is easier, let me know. Ooh, shout out. Look at that Ezzy tattoo. Clean. Yeah, put a little texturizer on them. If you guys have long hair on the top and don't like gel or pomade, I really, really suggest the styling powder. It goes crazy, especially put a wide tooth comb on it. Oh my god, it is beautiful. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoyed what I did. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.